Welcome to Top Throttle Media, the 2003 BMW X5 Build. You will see Kieran fixing all scratches, detailing outside plastic trim, and restoring headlights like new again. Installing new back tailgate lights like no other. Restoring paint. Pulling out all dents on the BMW. Going over brakes, tires, and painting rims the right way just like a pro. Detailing the whole inside, cleaning carpet, restoring lever and trim like new. Retiming the engine, getting rid of all codes, and removing all engine lights, and going over everything for registration inspection. Top Throttle Media, BMW X5 Build.
Chucked in. When you hook up the battery, you always put the positive on first, then the negative, especially it can appear to.
And it's the same with jump starting. If you notice the click that came from under the car, it is due to the transfer case actuator motor. There is a plastic gear inside the transfer case motor that wears out and needs replacing every 100,000 kilometers. And that's why we have a trifecta of lights on dash.
To the roar! Do it!
Video, we will be installing flame shooters, subs, and underglow light kit that goes to the beat of the music. 8 pods that we will be installing. Imagine that out bush at night. So stay tuned for next video.
Handbag on the beat. That sounds like. It's comfy, bro. See if we can jump on it.
Always beside through all that smoke, never above, never.
Witnesses who haven't yet spoken to officers and witnessed the event to come forward.
Not Anzac Day.
Elmo song.
Now here is the new back tail lights, blower fan motor resistor, and timing chain kit that we are about to install. But before that, Kieran has to check light fluid. As you can see, light fluid is full. Now the aircon was staying on and wouldn't turn off. After a little research, it was the blower motor fan resistor, so we ordered one. It was only 31 Australian dollars from eBay. Let's see if it fixes it. We have to take off panels, under dash on driver's side, to get to the blower fan motor resistor. That is at the back off center console under dash. There you can see the 1 bolt for blower fan resistor. We could not see what size bolt, so we got the inspection cam out.
Mag. that down the front. Flathead, 3 meter flat.
Here, the 3-meter flatty.
The old lad. The new lad, the trucking.
Probably should have done that.
The demolition man.
It'll work now.
That's the old one we plugged back, and to show what happens when the blower motor fan resistor needs replacing.
That old one. Okay, I'll plug this new one in. Voila. Fixed. Aircon don't stay on anymore.
Now back tailgate lights, the back lights needed replacing. For more than one reason, they are faded and one has a bit chipped off. Second reason, bulbs wasn't getting power. And to pass the blue slip, they needed doing. Why backlights didn't light up was because of the metal cleat that sends power to bulb seating wasn't connecting. One bolt just wanted to spin in the back tail light and wouldn't come out. So what does he do? He gets the hammer.
Nick minute.
Smash it up high.
Ended up getting the stuck bolt out. The BMW has 197,000 kilometers on it, and timing is due. All cars, the timing is due every 100,000 kilometers don't matter. If it's interchangeable, what is the point just retiming and just doing tensioners? That's what some do. So we have got an engine light and 7 codes came up on scanner. There was 4 codes that was cam sensor codes. After looking up codes on Google, we confirmed the timing needed doing. So we ordered the timing kit. That costed $168. And the camshaft alignment timing toolkit was $155. Total all up to do the timing was $323 Australian dollars. Removing all covers. So we can remove valve cover and air intake manifold. To insert locking pin. To flywheel to lock top dead center. Removing valve cover so we can adjust cams. Now it's ready for valve cover to come off. Now the air intake manifold. Now we can line up bottom crank markings on pulley and timing case and insert locking pin. We have undone the Frist spark plug for piston 1, so we can insert a big screwdriver to make sure it's top dead center. The screwdriver will rise, and it will hit its highest point, then start to drop. At its highest point is top dead center. There we can see the cam markings facing up. On this engine, you might have to do 2 revolutions to see markings. Now we're taking off double vanals to take off top cam sprockets to adjust cams. Now we're taking out tensioner for timing chain. We are undoing all bolts for the cam sprockets plates and the top tensioner for the second timing chain. Now we are adjusting cams to get cam blocks to sit flush to head of engine. Once we have done that means we have adjusted and retimed cams. As you can see, cams have been adjusted. Cam blocks are jointed together flush with the head of the engine. Now we have to get bottom crank pulley off to finish taking timing case off. We wrap and strap the crank pulley with a trailer strap to hold the crank pulley in place to get off crank pulley bolt. We have to take radiator out to make room for gear puller. We bagged and tagged every bolt and nut. We are removing the AC compressor and bracket. Didn't remove AC hoses, just got it sitting off to the side. Now the bash plate to get to oil pan. Now loosing bolts on oil pan because the timing case is compressed with the head of engine and oil pan. Had enough of doing the timing and had enough looking at the big dent in back passenger door. We are taking off door card to hit dent out from the other side. You can go using dent pullers. We be showing that. with the other dents on the BMW. As you can see, we have hit dent out, and looks like there was no dent even there now. Now we are back at finishing up installing the timing kit. We are tapping out the dowels on the timing case. There you can see dowels have been knocked out. We have jack holding the engine to undo the engine mount to get to the rest of oil pan bolts. Now that we have taken out all oil pan bolts, we can put back engine mount to remove jack and get it up on jack stands to make sure. The pan will separate from the engine because of drive shafts going through oil pan. Now we can get timing case off. Now taking off the old chain and old timing chain guides and putting on new ones that come with the kit. There you can see bottom cam crank sprockets, and they look good. No broken teeth. You can break the teeth when undoing. Crank pulley if not done right. Now, we have put back cam sprocket with the arrow aligned with the block. Installing studs back for the second timing chain. We have installed the time tensioner tool and tensioning the chain to the right tension. As you can see, chain has a little tiny bit of play. You don't want to have it too tight for installation. It will have the right tension when installing the tensioner after finished installing timing chains and kit. Install main tensioner last. There you can see we have the arrow aligned with the head of the engine. Now we are installing the second timing tensioner. put timing case back so we can finish second timing chain because of one bolt that you can't get to when second timing chain is in the way. We have cleaned all surfaces for gaskets. Gaskets are in good condition, so we reuse them for timing case. Putting a little gasket glue here and there to hold gaskets in place when installing the timing case. It needs a bit of gasket glue on bottom of the engine block where the timing case meets block and pan. No matter what, you need to use a bit of glue to 100% seal timing case to block and pan. Now, we have to tap case back into place and putting all bolts back so we can install second timing chain. We have matched to teeth on cam sprockets with timing alignment tool for cam sprockets. The torque specs for bolts ain't much, so you don't really need to do the torques. Just tighten even and tight and go over the bolts 2 times and use lock nut. We have pulled the pin for second timing chain tensioner. Now taking out timing tensioner tool and installing the main timing tensioner. We are putting together the main timing tensioner and installing tensioner. Vanos have been aligned with Vanos camshaft alignment tool. Removing timing alignment tools to safely rotate engine. Rotated engine. Did 2 revolutions. We aligned the markings back up. We put back cam alignment tool blocks back and locking pin to make sure timing is 100% spot on.